Hello everybody and welcome to another Game News Roundup. Today we are talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is absolutely doing insanely well at the US box office, the domestic box office, worldwide box office, all the box offices around the world doing incredibly well, and through its second weekend has grossed an estimated $678 million at the global box office. That's it, just through 2 weekends, and Deadline is reporting the movie is now expected to get to the coveted $1 billion mark at the global box office. Now, before this movie came out, I'm like, I feel like this has a chance to break $1 billion. I wasn't saying it was guaranteed, but it looks like it's gonna hit the $1 billion and just keep going. We'll see how high it ends up going. But $678 billion in 2 weekends is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's already the highest grossing video game movie of all time, and is still going. This could be, this could be the movie that sets off a wave of just video game movies, or, movies based off of video game IPs as the next big thing in movies. Kind of like how comic book movies have been huge and, dominating the box office for the past, 10 to 15 years or so. Most year after you look at the highest grossing movies at the box office, you're like, oh, a lot of Marvel. An occasional DC movie here and there, but obviously it's been mainly Marvel. But if you've been paying attention, the latest Marvel movies, Phase 4, now the start of Phase 5, with Ant-Man, Quantumania, they're not doing, it's not that they're doing terrible at the box office, but not pulling what you'd expect for full Marvel movies. Now, of course, the last Spider-Man movie did absolutely fantastic at the box office. I'm sure, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will do well. Obviously, the upcoming Avenger movies, the bigger, well-known ones will probably do really well at the box office. But I have a feeling it's going to be less dominant with comic movies, as we're starting to see maybe a surge of a lot of video game movies. Obviously, they still have to be good movies, of course. And I could see maybe a Nintendo cinematic universe. I could see sequel to Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Maybe a Zelda movie, Metroid movie, and whatnot, I was thinking, what other Nintendo IPs that would work as movies? We'll see. Zelda's the obvious next big one we would probably end up seeing. Maybe we'll see a specific Donkey Kong movie, and whatnot, but, anyways, so yeah, Super Mario Brothers movie is expected to earn over $1 billion at the global box office, according to Deadline. So yeah, coming in higher than Saturday's projections for the full sophomore weekend, Universal Super Mario Brothers movies has barreled its way to an estimated $678 million globally. As of that total, $330 million of it comes from the international box office, while the rest comes from the domestic box office, which is the US and Canada combined. When they say domestic, it's US and Canada together. The second overseas frame to the second weekend internationally is estimated at $94.1 million from 71 markets. And this is only just a 28% drop from last week. That's something you don't normally see with movies only dropping 28% from week on week. From the first week to the second week. Usually you expect to see 50, 60, even upwards of 70% drop off from first week to second week in movies. Generally speaking, maybe a little bit less than 50%, but 28% is absolutely insane. But yeah, Mario is just showing no signs of quitting and is expected to get to the coveted $1 billion mark. It's playing to a wide swath of audiences and is the #1 release of 2023 in 26 international markets in just 2 weekends. This includes Australia, Germany, Italy, Mexico, Netherlands, UK, and Ireland, and Spain. Let's see. Current estimates. Let's see. We got Mexico at $52 million, UK and Ireland at $43.8 million, Germany $29.7 million, France $21.2 million, and Australia $19.8 million at the international box office. And IMAX, the Mario Bros. Movies has earned $32.8 million globally, the 4th biggest result ever for IMAX. In just 2 weekends, it's already the 4th highest grossing movie ever in IMAX theaters, as well as $8.3 million overseas in IMAX. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be the highest grossing IMAX movie ever. I don't know what the record is for that, but we will see. Actually, I can. Hold on, give me one moment, because I know I have looked at this site. The numbers. So yeah, at the domestic box office, it is the 65th highest grossing movie ever at the domestic box office. I'm sure it's gonna keep climbing easily. All-time international 230th. Again, it's gonna be climbing all these charts over the coming weeks. Again, we're only in 2 weekends, and obviously each weekend we'll probably be seeing a drop off in figures. But it looks like the second weekend has held really well so far. So, yeah. Just want to let you all know about the huge success of the Super Mario Brothers movie. Also, have you seen it? What do you think? Did you enjoy it? I have not seen it yet, but it is definitely a movie I want to go see. Yes, and I realize it's interesting how... excuse me. Still dealing with seasonal allergies, but the critics were kind of like, on the movie, you know? And then fans are loving the movie, you know? You know, you look at the critics' reviews, and then you look at what the fans are. You look at the Rotten Tomatoes, you know? Huge disparity between the two. But the movie is going to break $1 billion. It'll be one of the highest grossing movies. I mean, potentially the highest grossing animated movie of all time? Let's see. Take a quick look. So, yeah. Digital animation movies is the 25th highest grossing movie in 2 weekends. $677 million. The record is Frozen 2 at $1.4 billion. I mean, it's going to easily get into the top 10, considering it's expected to get over $1 billion. So it should probably, I would say, no problem getting into the top 5, actually, thinking about how well it's done over just 2 weekends. But we'll see how it holds over the coming weeks, and I'll keep you all updated on how well it is doing at the box office. I know I normally stick to gaming news, and not usually movies, but since Super Mario Bros. Is based off of, well, Super Mario Brothers, you know, one of the biggest, if not the biggest gaming franchise out there, probably the most well-known character being Mario in gaming. Yeah, I figured this is something I should go over. Let you all know how amazing it is doing. So, yeah, that's going to be about do it. I know these last couple videos have been on the shorter end, but I want to focus on one specific topic. Again, if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Hope you all enjoyed. And, yeah, I generally go over the latest gaming news, gaming sales, and other gaming industry information that becomes available out there. So thank you all so much for watching. And again, if you want to check out any of these articles I have written, there will be links below in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody.